Good afternoon. Welcome to day 33 of the weight loss journey. Today is Mother's Day, and it's been a really good day for me. Ate mostly vegetarian, slipped up and had some chicken, but hey, you know, you gotta have a little protein. But I did make my own veggie burger for lunch. It consisted of black beans and spices and brown rice and breadcrumbs. And I baked them, and it was really good. And on the veggie burger, I put like mayonnaise and mustard, or spicy brown mustard, tomatoes, onions, and it was really good. Didn't have any lettuce, but did have the basics, and it was really good. Took pictures with the family, enjoyed that immensely. And I am sorry about the poor quality of some of these videos, and some of them are really, really dark, and I can't help that. I'm trying to work on different ways to get different types of lighting, trying to figure out how much lighting I need, and how to make the camera steady, things like that, and looking into maybe getting a better camera or a better way of doing the videos. So it's just going to take time. I can tell you that I've lost some inches, and I've lost a few pounds, not a whole lot, but a few. Unfortunately, I have to take my fluid pills a lot of times to get a lot of the fluid off, but other than that, it's a work in progress. I am eating more veggies and more fruit, drinking more water. Today I did have some soda, which I haven't had soda in a few days, but I've been drinking tea, half-cut tea, from McDonald's, and today I didn't have my half-cut tea. I had some soda. It was plain Coke, and that's what I drank. I didn't drink a whole lot of it. I just had like a small glass, and had some water, and it's really helped a lot. And I really enjoyed today. We've watched TV, and we sit around and went outside and played with the dogs. And the dogs are in some of the movies or some of the pictures we did. And as you can hear them in the background, they're growling and playing like they think they know what they're doing. It's one of those days. At the end of the day, they think, oh, we've had our nap. Now it's time to play. But, that's the way it goes when you're a puppy mom. The puppy is on a totally different schedule than you are. And that's the way it goes. But I do appreciate everybody's prayers. I appreciate all the comments and everything. I appreciate, people coming up to me and say, I watch your videos. And that helps, when somebody does that. It kind of gives you encouragement. But they did say they were too dark, and I know they are. A lot of them are too dark. And like I said, I'm going to work on trying to get them to where they're not as dark. And you notice some of the videos I'm not in, I just haven't focused on something. Those are the days that I just really feel really, really ugly. There's some days that I don't want to get in front of the camera, I'm ugly. Or as Grandma used to say, oogly. You just feel that way. Some days you just feel bleh. You feel bloated, you feel tired, you feel like, oh, I can't do this, but that's the days you usually don't see me in front of the camera. Or maybe if I'm outside, I'm trying to show you something, like the scenery. But I need to do better, and I know I do. And I appreciate your patience, and I appreciate your time. I appreciate you watching the videos. You got any suggestions in the videos, leave comments. If you've got some suggestions of how to make it better, leave comments. Let me know, what you think. Give me some feedback here, because I'm just kind of running on the air here. I'm like, oh, what do I need to do? What do I need to say? I know somebody suggested recipes and stuff like that. And my kitchen right now is not camera worthy, as I put it, It's okay for me and the kids and everybody else, but it's not these Food Network kitchen, okay? I'm dealing with older pans and older appliances. I'm dealing with electric stove, and, it's not state of the art. Now, some of these videos you see with these people, they doing all that cooking and they all nice and everything looks good, and it's not so in my kitchen. My kitchen's an older kitchen. It's older appliances, older pots and pans. Some of the pots and pans, like my iron skillets, I've had since I was a kid. You know, they belonged to my mama. I've got one that's a cornbread pan, is what I call it. It's not a great old big cornbread pan, but it's cast iron, and I've had it ever since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, as they call it, because it was my mama's. And so I keep up with it, and I try to keep up with my big cast iron skillet. My Dutch oven, I don't have it anymore. It belonged to my great-great-grandma, and it got too hot one day, and it fell off the stove, and when it fell off the stove, it shattered. I had never seen cast iron split, but it did that day. And I think it was just the age of this thing. It was ancient. And I haven't been able to replace my Dutch oven, which they're heavy, but it makes the best greens. If you can cook your greens and your collards and turnips and your mustard and your kale in a cast iron, it just makes them so much better. It's so good. And non-stick's fine, and these copper pots that people are using now, they say they're really good and they work good. You know, that's fine. Stainless steel is fine, but you still get that flavor. You get a real good flavor from the cast iron, and I like to cook with cast iron when I can. But that's just me. That, you know, everybody's got their own preferences what they like to cook with. I've got a sifter that's ancient. You know, it was belonged to my mama, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it didn't belong to my grandma before that, you know. I still keep it. I don't use it as much as I used to because I don't bake as much as I used to. But when I used to bake all the time, I used that sifter. It was, like I said, it was ancient when I got it. It is ancient now. I don't have a big old rolling pin. I had a big old rolling pin. I mean, it was huge. And it come out of Washington State. And it come with Bobby's mama. It was his grandmother's. And that thing was huge. But it would roll pie dough. It would roll dumplings like you wouldn't believe, because it was the biggest rolling pin I ever saw. And somebody said, you know, you could knock somebody out with that. And I said, well, yeah, I guess if somebody come through and they was trying to do some evil and I had that rolling pin in my hand, I guess I could cold cock them with it, they used to say. But I don't know what happened to it. It just, one day it was there, and next day it just disappeared. I don't know where that big old wooden rolling pin went, but it was heavy, and it was good. And that's just like a lot of other things I don't have anymore. But, you know, I miss them sometimes, but then I say, hey, you know, I could do without them. But, you know, it's good if you still have your heirlooms. It's good if you still have your stuff that you used to use, like your mama used or your grandma used. It's really good to still have that stuff. Well, look, I'm going to get off of here for tonight, and I want to know I love y'all, and I want y'all to be blessed beyond blessed. Let the good Lord just keep you and love you and help you and be with you and protect you, and may He hold you in the palm of His hands. And y'all have a good night, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.